Okay, so in this video, we're going to start with the first step of the Devops tutorial, which is going to be API design. Now, if you're following along with the Git repository, there's two steps. We've got to import the spec into Insomnia first, and then we're actually going to start with fixing some linting concerns that Insomnia is going to show us. We do have step-by-step instructions described here in the Git repository, but I'm just going to go ahead and take you along with me. So the first thing we need to do is go up into gitea and get the repository. So if you go to the acmebank-disputes-apispec repo, just copy the HTTP URL, and we're just going to go into Insomnia and import the API spec. So here I am in Insomnia. I'm just going to select on the import from. In this drop-down menu, go to git clone. I'm actually going to go to the git tab all the way on the right. Paste in the URL. I'm just going to give a random author name for APISecOps. Same thing for the email, secops@demo.com. But for the username, I do need real and authentication token. I do need the real credentials, so I'm going to put gitea and Openshift. Import, and then we can see we've got the spec is imported here on the left. So if we open that, you should be able to see the API spec. Okay. Now we are going to fix some linting concerns. So just going to go back to the documentation real quick. So the first one is that we can see the info object must have the contact object embedded in it. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this and go take a look at what this means in Insomnia. So you can see up here in the top left, this first concern, info object must have contact object, and then this is all highlighted. So we're missing the contact object from our API spec. So I'm going to go ahead and paste in that data that I copied from the repo. And you can see that the error message has now gone away. And then we've got two more. Operation description must be present and a non-empty string. Okay, so we can go ahead and fix that. So this section needs a description, and we're just going to put something like get return a list of disputes. Let me type that correctly. And then now we can see similarly that the error's gone away, and then we still have one more concern left. Let's go ahead and find it. Here we go. Same thing. Operation description must be present and non-empty string. So I'm going to add another description. I'm just going to put return specific dispute. And now all of our error messages have gone away. Cool. So now we can go and commit this to source control. So if you go to if you look at the top center of the Insomnia console, you can see that it says master right here. This reflects the branch we're on. I'm going to be lazy and I'm just going to commit everything to master. So I'm just gonna, first thing I'm going to do, select the master button, select commit, committing changes to the API spec, contact, and description objects added. I'm going to commit, and then you can see the objects that's selected, so I'm going to commit that. And then that's just the commit. Now we need to push, so go back in and push. And it should be successful. An error message wasn't thrown, so it was successful. And now we should be able to go back into our gitea repository, do a refresh, and we can see actually our commit message is there. So it worked. Okay, is there anything else we need to do? Nope, that's it. So in the next video, we're going to actually execute the first Tekton pipeline, which is step 2, submit the API spec for review. So I will see you over there.